For 31 days, I went all in on the Denver Nuggets. I wasn't just watching basketball, I was dissecting it. Every Jokic dime that made you question physics, every dunk that made defenders rethink their careers, and every turnover that made Coach Malone's blood pressure skyrocket. After a month of living, breathing, and overanalyzing Nuggets basketball, here are all my findings. This is everything you won't find on the box score about Denver's December. And trust me, there's a ton of interesting nuggets here. Throughout December, Denver oscillated between two offensive identities, a high-paced, transition-heavy team, and a deliberate, Jokic-centered half-court machine. The Nuggets excelled when they embraced pace, utilizing Braun's speed and Jokic's vision to create easy opportunities. Against the Trailblazers, Denver's ability to score before Portland's defense was able to organize stood out.
Murray to Porter, and Porter slam dunk!
Plays like Braun's lightning-quick three-pointer off a single pass showcased their precision in early offense. They also excelled at turning rebounds and steals into immediate scoring opportunities. Braun capitalized on Jokic's vision multiple times. This theme carried over into games like the Kings, where Gordon's relentless rim running created mismatches.
Dump it into Gordon, and Gordon puts it away.
Jokic consistently rewarded efforts like this, threading precise full-court passes.
And Porter has tied his career high.
However, transition play isn't foolproof. Against the Suns on Christmas, Denver's reliance on pushing the ball led to turnovers that Phoenix converted into momentum-shifting points.
Just not on the same page as Peyton Watson.
The balance between pace and control became a recurring theme, one that Denver struggled to master.
Porter Jr. lost the handle.
Can't get any better.
Here's Beal setting up Durant for the throwdown.
In the half-court, Denver relied heavily on Jokic to initiate everything. Plays like his two-man game with Russ, or his ability to create open looks from the elbow demonstrated why he's the focal point. Yet when Jokic wasn't involved, the offense often stagnated. Murray's isolation tendencies, especially during the Suns game, disrupted flow and allowed defenses to key in on individual players.
Play has it. And here come the Suns the other way. The Suns looking to snap a three-game losing skid. Meanwhile, the Nuggets looking for their third win in a row. And one opportunity for Mason Plumlee.
While Denver's offense is often lauded for Jokic's playmaking, their cutting actions deserve equal praise. This wasn't just about Braun or Gordon running the floor. It was an intricate web of off-ball movement designed to exploit defensive lapses. Against the Kings, Jokic's high-post passing opened up backdoor cuts for Gordon, who thrived at sealing smaller defenders for easy finishes.
With a perfect dime.
Porter Jr., while often criticized for his inconsistency, had a few standout moments in this area. In the Hawks game, his intelligent slips on screen-away plays created easy buckets off Jokic's dimes.
Back cut, Porter's got it, and he puts it away. Nice pass from Jokic.
These actions were deliberate and showcased Denver's ability to exploit mismatches without needing complex sets. However, one of their most fascinating wrinkles in December was their use of inverted screens. Instead of traditional guard-to-big pick-and-rolls, Denver flipped the script. Jokic often set screens for guards at unconventional angles, creating chaos for defenders. Against the Pelicans, Gordon was setting inverted screens for Jokic, leading to uncontested runners in the paint.
2-1. AG open, and he collects it, puts it in.
These plays not only confused the defense, but also opened up new ways for Jokic to attack. At the same time, his scoring in December was evolving. His three-point shooting emerged as a critical weapon. But what stood out even more was his use of touch and angles in tight spaces. But the real shift came in his decision-making. Against the Pelicans, Jokic repeatedly got doubled on the low post, but didn't panic.
Jokic on the run. Jokic going to work, backing in Messi, and he scores easily.
Instead, he moved after passing, re-establishing deeper position for a second touch that led to easy finishes.
Into Jokic got his man pinned, laying up and in.
This secondary action is what sets him apart. He turns defensive pressure into offensive advantage. But if December confirmed one thing, it's that Denver lives and dies by Nikola Jokic. His fingerprints were all over every win, whether through scoring, rebounding, or facilitating. In the Warriors game, Jokic's three-point shooting was pivotal, with a clutch corner triple that forced Golden State to rethink their defensive schemes.
Him as many minutes as they need to get it.
Jokic three, and Jokic has 21 points.
But his brilliance wasn't limited to scoring. His two-man game with Russ reached new heights. This partnership thrived on quick reads and decisive actions. Their interplay produced back-to-back easy baskets against the Cavs and the Pelicans.
Jokic away, and he drops it off the backboard.
Russ's ability to leverage Jokic's gravity and make timely cuts was a revelation. What made this duo particularly dangerous was Westbrook's willingness to adjust his game. He wasn't just scoring or assisting, he was creating advantages by attacking gaps and forcing defenses to collapse. However, there were games like the Suns where this duo wasn't fully utilized, and Denver's offense suffered as a result. But the Joker's ability to read the floor was unmatched.
Schroeder got a chance to redeem himself for three, yes!
Jokic's elbow touches absolutely carried this offense, but their lesser-used plays deserve attention. One standout was their use of ghost screens, faint slip screens designed to confuse defenders and create mismatches.
Green and roll with Westbrook. Great pass into Jokic. What a pass!
Against the Kings, Jokic set a ghost screen for Murray, who drained a game-winning shot late in the game.
Back to Jokic. Jokic handoff to Murray. Murray pulls the trigger. Yes!
The subtlety of this action made it nearly impossible for Sacramento to switch in time. Similarly, Denver's backdoor cuts were devastating when executed correctly. Against the Clippers, Gordon's baseline cuts consistently found him at the rim for easy finishes.
A step back out under to Gordon. And Gordon drops it in with a foul on Batum.
These plays weren't flashy, but they demonstrated Denver's ability to exploit lapses in defensive focus.
Handoff Porter. Porter in the lane. Porter all the way. Yes, and a foul.
One of Denver's recurring offensive challenges was their inability to maintain consistent ball movement. Too often, possessions became stagnant, with missed opportunities to kick out to open shooters or find better looks through passing. On defense, Denver shifted between brilliance and frustration.
Spins away from Porter. Oh, flushes it in. Counted on a foul.
Lob it inside. Watson!
Defensively, the Joker faced challenges. Teams like the Pelicans repeatedly targeted him in pick-and-roll sets, exploiting his limited mobility.
5-point game. He takes it himself.
And this is
nice off the window.
If you want to see Eve go through whoever that weak side defender is.
Still, his timely steals and deflections, such as his transition defense against the Clippers, showed that his IQ often compensates for physical limitations.
And it's deflected by Murray. Pass ahead to Porter. Hang on to it. Gets to Brown. And Brown rides it home.
Forcing Harden into tough shots and fueling transition opportunities.
No. Ricochets out to Gordon. Gordon to Porter. And Porter dunks it in.
Similarly, zone defenses deployed against the Trailblazers stifled their offense.
Grant, over comes the scoot. Pump fake. Drive it. 7 to shoot. A little reverse twirl.
Against the Suns, KD and Beal exploited mismatches repeatedly.
Opportunity.
KD torched Denver's defense, whether guarded by Gordon or Russ.
Here's Beal setting up Durant.
The Nuggets also struggled to defend the pick and roll, as we saw in the Pelicans game.
You're off of your offense.
Oh, Kevin Durant. A little English off the window.
However, they also showed flashes of brilliance in tailoring their strategies to opponents. But there were missed opportunities as well. Against the Warriors, trapping Steph Curry on ball screens forced Golden State into secondary actions, limiting him from scoring and making him a facilitator.
It's all about our defense. We get offense off our defense. Chip away. Score and stop. Score and stop. Low man. By yourself. Up, up, up. Hands, hands. Way to be that, Drew. Offensive. Yes.
One under-discussed aspect of Denver's struggles was their communication on defense, particularly when it came to securing rebounds. Against the Warriors, Denver allowed multiple offensive rebounds due to poor box outs.
Heel inside with an open lane.
Offensive rebounding has been a big part of what Golden State has done.
This trend carried into other games, like the Pelicans, where miscommunication led to wide-open corner threes.
The inside buckets go.
While Denver's defensive schemes often succeeded in forcing tough shots, their inability to secure rebounds gave opponents second chances. And the bench? Well, they were the definition of inconsistency in December. Braun brought relentless energy, thriving in transition, as we saw in the Hawks and Suns games.
That could have been a foul there. Christian Brown, alley-oop to Michael Porter Jr. What a pass.
His activity on both ends was pivotal.
Out on those screens, now intercepted by Christian Brown. Christian Brown throws it down.
Russ became a reliable secondary playmaker, creating opportunities for others.
So give it to Brown. Brown coming underneath. Yes, and a foul.
But his turnovers, like the careless passes against the Suns, underscored his high-risk, high-reward style.
13-0 advantage in second chance points. Russell Westbrook outside and just not on the same page as Peyton Watson.
However, other times when the second unit stepped onto the floor, the execution often deviated from the structure Coach Malone had intended. Instead of adhering to the designed sets, possessions turned into improvised, disjointed sequences. Strawther and Watson, while talented, struggled to maintain consistency.
They have 5-on-4 if they want it. Alley-oop to Watson, and he throws it down with authority.
Strawther's forced shots exemplified the bench's inability to sustain momentum. For Murray, this month was marked by both promise
Murray gonna have a tough shot for three. Yes!
and frustration.
The drive, tried to flip it over to Porter, just a bad pass.
When Jamal Murray missed 2 games, the expectation was that Denver's offense would falter. Instead, Westbrook stepped into the starting role and elevated the team's execution.
Snap pass. Porter up and under. Who knew?
The offense operated with precision, emphasizing ball movement and spacing, leading to 2 convincing wins.
A very good three-point shooter and thread the needle, baby.
His return showcased both his potential and his pitfalls.
Stolen, little showtime. Take it up. Put it down. Right hand hammer.
In the Kings game, Murray's clutch performance in the final moments reminded everyone why he's pivotal.
Back to Jokic. Jokic handoff to Murray. Murray pulls the trigger. Yes!
Yet, games like the second Suns matchup revealed his tendency to force shots. His contested jumpers disrupted Denver's flow and allowed defenses to focus on stopping Jokic. When Murray struck the balance between creating for himself and involving others, Denver's offense thrived.
Great pass!
The challenge moving forward is ensuring he consistently plays within the system. December was a masterclass in both the brilliance and the vulnerabilities of the Denver Nuggets. What we saw wasn't just a team looking to win games. It was a team trying to carve out an identity. If they can clean up the details and lean into what makes them special, the Nuggets have every tool to be the last team standing in June. The foundation is there, but now it's about perfecting the craft.